Okay, so I'm back. I'm so sorry. I don't know how not to do that. I moved my computer and the button is so like touchy on the side that if I touch it, it just turns it off. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know how. I don't know how I keep doing that. It's like a really easy button to touch. Like when you move your, when I was picking up the computer and I was moving it, and my finger just hit it and it shut it off. And I don't know why it does that. It's like, okay, Allie, sorry about that, baby. Um, okay, so I let me. I don't want to get up because of this. Can you do me a favor, Midnight Moon? Um, can you write down? Let's see. Who can you write down so I know who to give readings to? Um, okay, we have Allie, and then you guys are gonna have to remind me because I don't have any. What do you call it? I don't have a pen and paper to write it down. So just remind me. Um, and next time I'll have a piece of paper. But I'm afraid if I get up and get a paper and pen, that all the dogs are gonna get up, and then we're gonna have a problem. Okay, so Allie, back to you. Okay, so with you, I was getting, like I said, within the next 2 years. It can be a little after, a little before, in between somewhere, but they definitely show me too. Also, they show me this guy. He's kind of like a teddy bear type guy. Like he's a lot bigger than you. Like I feel like if he hugs you, you're just gonna kind of disappear. But it's not, it's not in a bad way because he's a very gentle person, and I get the initial T somewhere. I'm not really sure where that's going to fit. Initials can usually first, middle, or last. Let me see what else. Uh, and they show me actually a kind of a good future with her for with him for some reason. I see, like Christmases and things like that. Like your holidays are going to change and shift. Your life is going to change and shift. I feel like he's going to treat you like you've never been treated before. Like this will be the kind of relationship that you're not used to, and it might scare you at first. Um, because they show me it being very loving, very nurturing, and he spoils you. Like they show me if you ask for something, it's done. I see him cooking too, so it might be possible that he likes to cook. Um, but I do feel that someone is coming in for you, and he might not be like your type at first, but get to know him when he crosses your path, because I feel like this is going to be like a life changing type relationship. Is what they show me. Um, so I mean, like he's on the bigger side, but he's got a really good heart and he's very sensitive, and I mean, it's the kind of, like I said, free will comes into play in all relationships, so it's going to depend on both of you to make it work. But there's a possibility for a future with this because they show me a wedding and everything. So there's a possibility for this to be long, long time. Now remember, divine timing with everything. People meet when they're supposed to. In the meantime, before you meet this person, it's important to work on yourself and to get your energy ready to attract this person. Okay. Um, was that your only question? Was it if you had someone coming in, Allie? Did I answer your question, or did you have? Was that it? 'Cause, now we're in a new live. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Like, I don't. The T comes in strong with him, so I don't know if it's him, like first, middle, or last, or if it's going to be somehow connected to him. Because I feel like they show me you possibly meeting through a friend or a friend of a friend. Um, yeah, because they're showing me someone else that's like your friend or a friend of a friend, someone that knows this guy, and they're going to be like, hey, you know, I know the perfect guy for you, blah, blah, blah. So just go with it. Okay. And I think he has, I want to say it's like brown or dark hair. When I'm looking at him, that's what I'm seeing. And like, he's not the most handsome guy in the world, but his personality makes him, you know, handsome to you. Like, it's one of those soul connection type relationships. You know what I mean? So, okay. Hopefully that was a good answer for you. Let's see. There was someone else right before you, Crimezilla. Tara. Is it Tara? Who was? I have to try to figure out how to see who gave the donation, because there was someone else that sent one, and I think. Or maybe they sent it to Venmo. I had one person right before you, and do I see them here? I'm trying to find where they sent the donation because I saw it pop up on my thing. It was Shelly. Shelly, yeah, Shelly. Is she here? Okay. Shelly. All right, I need to find Shelly. Is Shelly not here? I just commented on her Zelle to come to the new live because I don't see her on here. Shelly, if you're here, please comment because you're next. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so I think it's gonna be Shelly if she comes on here. If not, we'll move on and we'll come back to her. I sent her a comment to come on. I don't know if I have her on my Facebook. I swear I do. That name looks so familiar. Maybe it's just from seeing her on live. I don't know. I don't want to pass her by because she sent a good donation. So, all right. Okay, so let me see. All right, so Shelly comes. I got to go back to her. So right now, I think the next person would be Crimezilla. Where'd you send yours at? You know what? Let me see if my notifications show me. Ha. Okay. Okay, let me check out the note real quick. Okay, so do you have a question? Crimezilla? Do you have a question or a loved one you want to communicate, or what do you want to do with your donation? Man, and we also lost. I hope Shelly shows up. Okay, hold on, Mac Danny. I'm trying to see what Carmzilla was wanting with her donation real quick. Allie, you're gonna have to let me know what happens with your situation that we just talked about, okay? If it happens or what. You know, I told someone they were going to be moving and within 2 years, and they moved like a couple months after that 2 year mark. And my pregnancies are usually, someone gets pregnant at the time I say or whatever. So my timing is pretty good. So I'd like, let me know if anything happens in regards to that. So, Crimezilla, do you have a question or what do you want to do? Okay, Sever. Okay. Look, and he matches the picture behind him. That's Zuki. Okay. I think it's going to be 2 years, Allie, because of the way that they took me. But remember, a lot of times relationships and things find us in the time that they're supposed to. We have to work on ourselves. We have to love ourselves, be okay with being alone, and then it'll fall into place after that. Okay, so let me see. So I just want to make sure I understand the question on the separated after 25 years. Are you asking if you're going to get back together? I just want to make sure of that. I want to make sure I'm understanding that question before I answer it. Right, I'm talking about Allie. She's saying I'm hoping it's 2 months. Okay. One thing people need to understand, when relationships end, it's for a reason. Usually their lessons in our time are over. Our energy no longer fits together because, sometimes in the beginning our energy fits together really good, like a puzzle piece. And then as time goes on, we grow and our energy shifts and changes. Just like anything, whenever someone walks out of our life or there's a separation, it's that time for it to be that way. Many times the lessons are over and that's why that happens. So for us to go back, it's going backwards instead of forward. You know what I mean? So um I'm not feeling that you will, and there's a reason that you separated, and your energy isn't fitting the way that it used to. Your lessons are over with him, meaning you can be friends, but the relationship might not work out. Now, you guys have free will. You're more than welcome to come back together and do anything you want to do. However, Spirit always says, backpedaling is not always the answer. Sometimes we have to move forward and then just allow things to take place. Now, I feel like there's going to be so this time is all about you. Okay? This time is about you healing from that, you growing from that, and you moving on from that. Okay, so it's going to be about you. But they tell me something about 1 year that there might be a possibility where I believe it's someone new, because when I ask about him, they show me this because I usually get this symbol. It's like a braid, like a braided rope, and it has, whenever there's breakups happening or whenever the relationship is kind of breaking up, they show me frizzles in that rope. So that's kind of what they show me now when I ask about that relationship. I mean, it's always, like I said, with your free will, it's always possible to be like, okay, yes, I want to go back, I want to try it again. But usually if someone separates, it means that even if you go back again, it's not going to work out. Okay, so I feel like they show me a 1, which is weird because usually it's longer than that. But within 1 year, I think someone else or something else is going to enter into your life that's going to change it and make yourself grow, whether it be a friend, because it comes across as a friend possibly first, and it may turn into something else. But right now, this time is about you and about growing within yourself. We have relationships to learn lessons from. So the lessons that you learned or that you needed to learn, you already learned from this person, you know. And you probably still will learn as your friendship with this person. So yeah, there's something that's going to come within a year that's going to kind of shift your life a little bit. They're not very clear on exactly what it is. I feel like it's like a friendship / possible romance type thing is what they tell me. Okay, so I want to know where this freaking headache is coming from. All right. I'm freaking getting hot. I always get hot when I channel off, so it wasn't very smart to wear like pajamas. You're welcome. Okay, let me try to see if I can get something from your dad. Okay. Okay, let me ask you can just validate in the comments for me so that I know that I'm on the right path. He shows me not necessarily that night, but other times where he was okay, Shelly, you're next. Okay. All right, so sorry about that. So he shows me, and I don't know, this is coming through like really clearly. So was he did he have a hospital stay, or was he in the hospital prior to his passing at any moment, at any time? Crimzilla? Because for some reason he shows me him in a hospital bed, and he's got some oxygen hooked up to him, and I don't know exactly when this was. I don't feel like it was on his passing, but he was never in the hospital. If it's not him, then I gotta be picking up someone else, because someone very clearly was in a hospital bed. Not on the time of not on that day, but it was like prior, like there was a time that they were sick and they went to the hospital for a day. I don't know. Like maybe this person like I feel like he had, because it's there, it's not going away. Okay, so maybe it's, I'm wondering if he went to the hospital over something and he didn't tell you about it, because I don't know why this just keeps repeating. So all right, moving on. I just want to make sure I had I just wanted to make sure like I had, but there was something that was going on in his body that I think, I don't know, he wanted to get checked out, or the doctor said to checked out or something prior to the blood clot in his leg. Like I don't think it, I don't know, because it comes across as, oh, so he did go to the hospital over the blood clot in his leg 6 months before his passing. Am I understanding? Okay, thank God. You made me feel like, see, that's the thing. When people don't validate, it makes me start questioning, what the hell am I seeing? Okay, thank you. All right, so validating that. Now, so this I have to ask you, because when I connect with him, I get something with the chest, and I don't know if the head's connected to him or not. I just know that I have this really bad headache. It belongs to someone in here, and I just want to make sure that it's not him. But it's like he takes me to his chest, and the heart and the the arteries or whatever that go to the heart. I don't know if I'm making sense. So he shows me that. So, all right. So the migraines could be him, because whenever I feel something, it doesn't necessarily mean it's connected to their passing. It could be ailments. I also pick up ailments with people. Thank you for validating that hospital visit, because that had me going a little crazy. I'm like, oh, this has got to make sense. Okay. So did he have issues with his heart as well? Because he shows me like the arteries to his heart. And he keeps talking about his chest area. But he also snaps his fingers and says that it was really quick. It's like whenever they snap their fingers like that, it means like it was something that was really sudden, really quick. It was like here 1 minute, gone the next. And like no one was really expecting it, although he had issues. Like, and I don't think he told his family all his issues, like you said. And like, I don't even think he would want to go to the doctor a lot of the times. Like he didn't want to make a big fuss. He didn't want people to make a big fuss about him. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. I feel like the reason why he's showing that hospital bed is because that was the start. That was the start of it. You know what I mean? Like that's what started his problems. And usually whenever they show, something like that, it means that okay, this is going to be connected in some way to my passing. Like that was the start of his issues, and that's why 6 months later this happened. And that's why he showed that, I think. So yeah, like he tells me like he didn't want to bother anybody with his issues. Like, he just wanted to keep going living life. Like he would try to ignore them. Like he, like sometimes you feel sick and you're just like, it's nothing. Like he would try to ignore it, just thinking it's just gonna go away, right? So I know you said Christmas Eve. That would be why he shows me the tree. So I try not to have people tell me anything, because in case they bring it up. Because he says that he's sorry that he had to leave you like that. He knows that that was a difficult time and bad timing to leave. And he's sorry that you had to endure that Christmas. And he says that now that every time that Christmas rolls around, you get reminded of that. And so he's, sorry about that. But I have a question though, because he still links to the brain. So I don't know if this was okay. Because I know you said migraines, but I don't know if that's why he keeps linking me to the brain. It's like chest, brain, and I don't know if he actually had, if it was a clot or what. Why he keeps showing me the heart and then the arteries, and then he keeps referencing the brain. Like I want to go up the neck to the brain. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's what he keeps referencing to me. Do you know Crimezilla? Can you remember? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm I'm just wondering if it was a blood clot, another one, because once you have one, you're just susceptible to more. But I'm just wondering if there was something in the arteries, and that's why he's showing me the arteries, the heart, and it traveling up to the brain, because that's kind of what he's showing me. If that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what that's what I'm thinking it is, because it's like chest, brain, like, and I think that's why I keep having the headache. Right. I think you're right. Especially because of the arteries and the way that he's making me feel like it travel. I think so. So, um, I don't know why he's showing me drinking water. Did this like happen after he was drinking water or a little bit? He's showing me like he's just standing there drinking water, and then that. Then he snaps his fingers. So I don't know if you know that or not. But also, can you remember a time when you were a kid where he would push you on a swing? I don't know why this is coming in. Sometimes they bring up memories and stuff from when we're younger. And I see you being pushed on a swing by him. Okay, so he was drinking, and then it was. Oh, that's so. Okay, got it. Awesome. Thank you for that validation. Okay. Yeah, you were young. You were way young. So that's Midnight. Can you answer her real quick? But he wants to send you his love, especially around the holidays, because he knows the holidays are really hard. Um, do you have an ornament or something that you guys have done or that you do for Christmas for him? He shows me an ornament being hung on the tree. Or something being done out of his memory around this time. I don't know if you guys talk, stories, share stories, things like that, but uh okay, awesome, because he showed me an ornament. So there you go. Real quick donation is something that's fair. Whatever you can afford, whatever you can send the donation. Then we'll do your question. Okay. Um, so that's another great validation that you sent that to your stepmom. So he knows that you're doing this. He also wants to talk about how proud he is of you. I feel like you've jumped over some milestones and some hurdles within this year, and he says that you've done it like a champ. You've overcome things like a champ, and he couldn't be prouder of you. I don't know, were you daddy's little girl or daddy's, because he says, that's my little girl, that's my daddy's girl. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. All right, well, I hope that this was helpful to you. Now maybe he'll make my headache go away. um and aneurysms, like I was going to say, they are like that, like they do happen, like you're here. That's why I think it validates, so hopefully. Yeah, but there was something special about you, like I don't know if you guys had a strong bond, or you had a unique bond that he didn't have with his other girls. um but I don't know, he calls you a daddy's girl, so I don't know if you rode his coattails. I don't even use that um that saying, but you were like, you used to follow him around or do things that he would do, things like that. You know what I mean? I don't know why he says ride his coattails. Like, I don't even use that. So it would be like probably you following him around, or you wanting to do things that he did or stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if he did like work in the garage or things like that, and that you would follow him around and try to learn what he was doing. You kind of remind me as like you weren't girly girl, like you were more tomboyish, I guess. I don't know. That's how it comes across, anyways. So he wants you to know that he loves you and just keep going. He's there with you on your side. All right, Chime Zero. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for validating that, because I kept seeing him going in a garage and like tinkering around on a car and stuff. And you were following him around, you know. So awesome. That's good validation. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I hope that this reading was very validating to you, to let you know, yeah, he's very much around you and he loves you. And I hope that it was helpful. Okay. It's very validating to me. I'm glad that we got that first part ironed out. Had me questioning for a second. Okay. So Shelly, you're next. Awesome, Crimezilla. Thank you so much. Is it Shelby or Shelly? I thought it was Shelly. Hold on. Let me go back up here. I was calling you Shelly the whole time. Okay, Shelby. Sorry. I was calling you Shelly the whole freaking time. Sorry about that. Thank you, Midnight. All right, Shelly. So you have a question or loved one? What do you want to do? Hey, that was pretty good for one of my first live readings in a long time. I'm glad he came through so clearly. That's awesome. And I didn't need a picture or nothing. Super awesome. I think I just jumped over one of my milestones. So sorry I called you Shelby. Apologize for that. Thank you, lady. I hope that was helpful and it was a good Christmas gift. All right. All right, Shelby. You know that the way my gift works, you got to ask a question for intuitive guidance, or you got to give me a loved one, at least until I start sensing people around people. I don't tend to work that way yet. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't come across as a, someone that was outgoing. With 5 girls, he had to be tough. Okay. You have a question about him? Okay. All right. Can you put his name there? Since I'm trying to do this without connecting to a picture. Man. Yeah, Shelby, I just need your I need his name. Since I'm not working off a picture, I'm gonna try the name. Although it seemed to work with Crimezilla on just asking a question about him. So well, my headache got a lot worse when we just started talking about him. Okay, I just need the name, I think. Because like I said, I'm used to working with pictures, so this is new. So I need to ask because my headache has gotten worse. Was there anything with the head, either with ailments or passing with him? Because the headache is in the front and it's going down my face, like to my nose. I keep hearing something repeat, but I don't know if it's for him. All right, this all has to come down to trusting what I'm getting. Um, okay, so I don't know if it's him or not, but someone's coming through with, like I said, the headache. Okay, then they're talking about their life basically being taken, and I hear gunshots for some reason. So does any of this connect with him? I did. I just spit it out. It's hard when I'm used to working with a pitcher and now I don't have that crutch. So where does the number 2 come in at? Do you guys have 2 kids, or usually 2 is either 2 kids? It comes across as it could be kids, but also February the 2nd, yada yada. 2 years. It's not 2 years, but did any of that make sense before I got the head? Talks to me about his life being taken, and then I hear gunshots. Also, connection to. So, did you get any of that? Does any of that validate? Because I'm also getting a connection to football. I don't know if you like to watch football or what. I keep seeing the game on a TV. All right. I saw his name. Are you guys not hearing me? Okay. So again, I need for you to validate if this is him. Okay. Shelby, I need you to validate if this makes sense. So again, I've got the headache. It got worse once we asked you. I get the reference of um Okay, but I don't know where the gunshots are coming in. I know his life was taken. Okay. Do you know anybody else that's connected to him that was shot? Because it might be someone connected to him that's on the other side that I'm pulling into. Do you know if he had any friends that were shot? Because I keep hearing him, unless he liked to go shooting. I don't really know. Okay. So either the 2nd or February. I do you know of anybody he's connected to that was shot, or there's a link to gun somewhere? Right. I was getting that the football thing is a major thing. I'm just trying to see why I was hearing gunshots. I don't really know why, and it's kind of bugging me. I don't know if it's someone else here that's kind of hitched a ride, or if it's um, someone that he knows that's with him on the other side. All right, maybe you don't know. Maybe it was a friend or something. I don't know. Um, it's possible. I don't know. All right, Rodney. Okay, did Rodney have Rodney? Okay, he comes across as having um, some sort of depression in his life. Um, comes across as like there was some point where he had his life together and then he didn't. Does that make sense? If you can validate this, Shelby, like faster, and then I can let the reading flow a little bit faster. Okay. Do you know if like I said, like he was okay at some point and then all of a sudden he like had a turning point to where he started getting depressed and changing? I don't know. I don't know why. I just get that like he wasn't as happy as he used to be, if that makes sense. And I don't know if you guys were not getting along at the time or prior to this, but he talks about there being, I don't know if it was an argument or things that were said that um, prior to his passing. Okay, Hunter, that must be the gunshots. Guys, got to remember that um, spirit will be symbolic with things. So just because I hear gunshots doesn't necessarily mean that it's a passing, although it could be. It's, you know, that it's symbolic for hunting because what do you do when you hunt? You shoot. So that's just the way that sometimes spirit is. Um, okay. All right. So you guys had like a big fight prior to his passing, or a big argument. Argument. Um, because he talks about there being regrets with some sort of argument before his passing, and that left you with like a deeper wound with his passing than it would have if you guys wouldn't have fought. Like, um, you know, when people have arguments or stuff before they had passed away, we have those regrets, and we're like, man, I wish I wouldn't have said that to him. It was like that kind of thing, because I hear an argument in my head, and he wants to say that he's sorry for that. So I don't know if that makes sense. That you guys had some kind of argument that led to some sort of separation. I don't know. When separation comes in, it doesn't necessarily mean like, we separated and all of that, but it can be. But it may be just like he left or whatever. But I just keep hearing an argument. So can you validate if you guys had words before his passing? Also, he was showing me. I don't know if your kids were. I don't know why he's showing me this. He's showing me one of his kids is a baby, or like a year or two old. Um, and I don't know if this was any time. Okay. I don't know if I don't know why he just keeps showing me one baby that's like a toddler that's like a year or two old, and he just keeps showing me that, and I don't know why. I don't know if he was that age when his dad passed or what. All right, so then did he have depression? Because I feel like that there were substances involved. Okay, so there was a separation. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah. Because I'm getting, like, I was getting substances involved. And sometimes with the substances, it'll make my head hurt. I've noticed like certain passings will make my head hurt. Um, I do, just being quiet. It's later. Well, okay, so that would be why he was saying sorry, because I feel like he put you through a lot in that relationship. He wasn't the man that he needed to be for you. And he wasn't the man that he wanted to be for you. He says that you deserve so much more in the way that he treated you. And that had to do with the substances that he was involved in, because he shows me, different substances that he was into, or that he was doing. Um, and I think that part of his, like I said, he was happy in life, and then all of a sudden it, like, something shifted and he got into the drugs and things like that. So his big message for you is that he wants to apologize. He wants to apologize for the way that he treated you, for the way that he did you, for the things that happened prior to his passing. And does that make sense, Shelby? No, Lynn. Does that make sense, Shelby? Where are you? She's my 6-year-old Aurora. She's always cuddly like this. Okay, did you get any of it? Did you get that? Did you get what I said, Shelby? Yeah, he right. That's what I'm saying. He's wanting to say he's sorry. He's sorry for the way that he treated you, because I feel like that he wasn't very good to you in your relationship. Like, he's saying that you deserved more. He's saying that he's very sorry for the way that he treated you. He says, as the mother of his child, he should have respected you more. He should have treated you better. And he wants to apologize for that argument, for everything that happened that night, and the things that led up to that night. Understand? So he's wanting to apologize for that night and the things that led up to that night, and for his behaviors, because he said his behaviors were just crazy. And he says that he should have never treated you that way. Right. Well, he said that you can't blame his friend or anybody else because he took the pills, and he was the one. He takes responsibility for his passing. He doesn't blame anybody else, because he says he put his life on that path with the drugs and the substances and all the things that he did, and that he was the one that wanted the pills, and he was the one that took the pills. So he takes responsibility for that, and he doesn't want anybody blamed. He doesn't want you to blame yourself. He doesn't want you to really blame the other person, although people shouldn't be giving anybody else drugs, but it happens. So he wants to take responsibility for his passing and apologize. That's why he keeps saying, I'm sorry for the way that I treated you prior to my passing and the day of my passing. I'm sorry that I was the way I was to you, because I feel like at times he could be pretty mean to you. And then at times he treated you very disrespectful. And he wants to apologize for that. He said he was not the man that you needed. He was not the man and the father that he should have been, because he allowed himself to get into the addiction. It does not change the fact that he, that you guys have a connection. Of course you love him, and of course he loves you. People make mistakes. That's part of this. That's part of living life. We have lessons. We make mistakes. We screw up. On the other side, they go through that. They see things through your eyes that they did, and they heal and they learn from it. And so this is his way of saying very much that that he's very sorry for what transpired that night, what transpired prior to that. And it does not change the fact that he loves you very, very much, because he says you are the father to his, you are the mother to his child. And I don't know how old the kid was at that time, but I keep seeing like a toddler. So I don't know if you can validate if the kid was a toddler at that time or not. But he does not want you to blame anybody else, especially yourself. And he's still, he's still very much around you. I see a ring, so I feel at one point maybe you talked about marriage, or maybe he wanted to marry you. Because I see him sliding it on your finger. So it could also be a regret that he feels like he should have married you and he should have treated you better, because he comes across as saying, like, she was a damn good woman. And I hear that in my head. And I didn't treat her as such. And I messed up, and I'm sorry for my mistakes. And I hear Merry Christmas, baby. That must be where the 5 came in. I was going to say, and I got sidetracked. I was going to say 5 when that football came in, but I got sidetracked. Now that you say it, I clicks back in. So I hope you understand the message that he's trying to say. But was there a toddler at that time? Because I keep seeing a toddler with like curly hair. I don't. Okay. So he's just validating it at that time that he had a child that was a toddler. And did that toddler happen to have like curly hair by chance? Yeah. So just so you know that's his message for you. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Who is next? Midnight Noon. Are you still here? Let's see. Let me go back up here and see if I can find it. Okay. Mac Danny, you're next. He does check on you a lot. He's always around you. That's the thing about our loved ones. They don't ever leave us. Okay. They always stay by us. They stay around us. They watch us go through life. They see everything that we're doing. And I feel like he feels bad that you've had to raise that, the kids by yourself or that toddler by yourself at that time, and that you had to go through that because you were raising kids and you were also grieving. And he's sorry that he put you through that. And he's sorry that he put you through the pain of having to go through everything that you went through. So but he did say Merry Christmas, baby, and he loves you. So hopefully that was helpful. Okay, now legal things are kind of the same thing with medical things. They're a lot of people don't do them. Just because we can misunderstand the situations. There's so much free will involved and things like that. Right now, because hold on. Good baby. Why are you doing that so much lately? Okay. Okay. Shelby, thank you for that validation on the ring. Thank you. Ah, wonderful. Because I saw him sliding on your finger. That's beautiful. Okay. Thank you for validating that. Okay. So just remember that when it comes to lawsuits with COVID and everything, I feel like it's being pushed back because everything in the court system is freaking taking forever. You're welcome, Shelby. I hope that was helpful. All right, Mac Danny. Hold on one second and I will get to you. I just need to. Well, I can answer it. I'm into that question right now. So, I'm just letting you know, that I always give people that warning, like, there's so much free will involved that with what I'm telling you, it could possibly happen and maybe not. But I feel like, okay, they bang the gavel. That usually tells me that you're going to win in some form, some way. That's usually my symbol for that. But I feel like it's going to be pushed back a little bit because of the COVID and everything. Like everything's behind. So I think within 2 years, unless they settle, because I hear that there is possibility for some type of settlement before that. So, within the 2-year time frame, not necessarily 2 years, but within the 2-year time frame. But I'm hearing the word settlement. So it is possible that they will settle sometime before your court date ends within the next 2 years. So sound good, Mac Danny? Yeah, I think they're going to. I don't think they want to go through the hassle of finishing court and things like that, especially since I feel like you have a good case. Um, so I think they're gonna settle. But I keep getting 2 years, so it'll be before 2 years is up or within the time frame of 2 years. Like what you guys have to remember whenever I'm getting time frames, it can be any time within that time frame. So before the 2 years is up, maybe a little after, but I think it's gonna be before that. Definitely. It's just if it's not going to be to buy it out all the way, you're definitely going to get enough to put a down payment or something. I do see you in a house, so you're either going to be able to get enough for a down payment to do it or buy the house. There's going to be enough money for you to do. They're not saying exactly what, I just see with the house. So, one way or another. Okay, who is the next person? And I need to ask your question. How much are you drinking, Mama B? You don't have to wait on reading unless you're like sloshed. If you're sloshed, then I would wait so that you know what I'm saying to you. But if you're not sloshed, you're okay. I'm the one that should be drinking if I'm giving a reading, not necessarily you. Okay, I need to go up here and see who is next. That was only. And thank you, Mac Danny, for typing that out for her, for Shelby, so that she could see what was being said. Maria, let me check your. Maria's next, right? I think Maria's next, right? Let me see. Let's see. Right, Maria? I'm gonna go check my PayPal, but I. Um, okay. I got it. Future outcome feelings from these capable towards me. Is there something else? I don't know. I feel like if you have to question if there's feelings, then it's probably not a good match. Usually, people that care about us and love us and want a relationship with us, they make it known and they show within their actions. I'm not feeling any kind of if you guys hook up, okay, but I'm not feeling any kind of like again free will with relationships. That's why relationships are tricky because it's all going to be in what you guys choose. I just they gave me the sometimes they're funny with their symbols. So they gave me the circle with the line across it that's telling me no, he's not the one. Um, you can choose to pursue it if you want or choose to do whatever you want with the relationship, but they're saying no for him. I feel like within the next year, they take me into next year, possibly around the middle, but again, timeline shift. I feel like there's going to be someone that comes in that's better. He's darker skinned. I don't feel like he's anybody that he's not your typical type, which usually soulmates and things like kind of aren't when we meet them. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. It just depends. It's usually the soul connection that we feel. So I feel like, you know, this guy, no, the next guy is going to be better for you. He's a dark skinned guy. You know, I don't know, African American, I guess, is how I see him in my mind. And he's very gentlemanlike, very business-like, and just different than what you're used to. And it's going to happen in divine timing. And until then, you know, whether you decide to work it out, whether you decide to keep going with this guy or not, I think it would be a mistake, but you can do whatever you want to do. I would work on yourself and really work into once we are okay with being alone and we are happy with being alone and we're working on ourselves, we can attract the right person. You know, because if we're not happy being alone, you know, then it becomes kind of codependency. And I think it's hard to tell age. Um, how old are you? Because I would need to know if he's older or younger than you is probably the best I could do. Because sometimes in visions they're not exact as to how they look, and so it's hard to tell age in a in a vision. I think he maybe okay, yeah, he's older than because I was seeing him in like his 30s, but to me that's not older because I'm in my 30s. So yeah, he's older than you. Like I was getting mid 30s, but I was like old. Like some people say, old is like 50 or 60. You know, and I always ask your age because I need to know like what you consider old or older. So like I get like mid 30s. Yeah. 34, 35, something like that. Okay. Someone new. This is someone new. A lot of times our people from our past, they can come back, but spirit doesn't like us to go backwards. I know. I feel old, and I'm gonna be 40 in February. I'm pretty sure it's new. I mean, they don't show me as him being. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, I think that I think he's is your ex a businessman and like kind and you know this guy comes across as like a kind of gentle businessman. You know. So okay. You're welcome. Starting to get tired, man. Woo! Most readings I've done back like this. I don't know how people don't get drained like Matt Fraser and stuff. I don't freaking know. No, I don't know how they don't get tired. I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, so Misty's next. Yeah, well, this guy that I see is like a businessman type guy, and he's got his shit together. I don't think you're really used to that. Misty, did you have anything? Oh, wow, 1111. Look at that. I've got 11 people and 11 likes. Beautiful number on Christmas Eve. Um, did I miss Danielle Goodwin? Danielle Goodwin, are you here? Danielle. Or is that McDanny? I think that's McDanny. Okay. All right, so Misty. I'm looking for Misty Russell. Misty, Misty, Misty. There you are. Yep, I got her. Thank you, Midnight. Man. Whew. um. All right. So right now, I feel the focus is on you. Meaning you don't really need to worry about relationships or anything like that right now. I feel like you need to kind of get your life on track and get yourself on track. You can, I'm getting manifest with you. Like, you need to do some manifesting. You need to start thinking positive, because sometimes when we think negative, we can attract negative things. And it seems like our life is just getting, we're on a downward spiral. So it's always important to try to think positive in life, to kind of visualize what you want and go after it. When it comes to career should always be, I mean, yes, we have jobs and things like that, but if you want a career, it should always be something from your passion. So for some reason with you, I see like kids, and then like they showed me like nurses outfit. So I don't know if you've ever thought about any, and this could be any kind of medical thing, and it doesn't necessarily mean I'm a nurse, it could be any kind of medical thing whenever they show me the medical stuff. So I get that with you, like kids. Like, I don't know if you have a connection with kids, but I feel like you should be working with kids in some way, in some kind of, and again, the medical field comes in for you like really strongly, but with kids. But I just don't know. Like I said, it could be any kind. You could just work with them like in a hospital, not even necessarily be a nurse. You know what I mean? Yeah, you need to quit being so negative, because they're telling me you're like a negative Nancy, and you need to stop that. You need to start visualizing what you want in your life and going for it. Okay? Because nothing in life is just going to come to you and land in your lap. You need to think positive, visualize it. You can it's easy to manifest. If you have to really believe in what you're manifesting. You have to visualize what you want. Yeah, there's some, okay, so kids, adolescent, okay, so kids. So the direction, that you need to go is, do you want, you could be a counselor for them. You could be one that goes and helps out in the hospitals. Like, you need to really decide what direction you want in that way. I feel like it could be either one of those. Substance abuse counselor, something like that, for teens and adolescents. Or I don't know if you can handle the ones that have been abused. Crisis hotline, like those things are coming through, like you would be good at. And start manifesting things in your life that you want, and that goes for everybody that asks about a relationship. You got to manifest it, see it, want it, believe it. There's meditations you can do for it. She's a crazy one. So there you go. Hello. How did I know that? You're on your career path, obviously. You just said you're a trained counselor, and you've been into the drug and alcohol work. Well, I just said that. I just said substance abuse or crisis hotline or anything like that. Girl, that's not Aurora, that's Cheyenne. Yeah, she's all right. She lost her spot, so she's trying to find a new place. Well, that's another thing when it comes to a relationship. Okay, so I gave you ideas that Spirit has given you to do, for your career. That's the things that Spirit are saying. Okay, like I see you doing any of those things would work. Crisis hotline, substance abuse for teens, visiting them in hospitals or whatever. Like any of those things is going to work out for you. Okay? That's your passion. That's what you're already into. You just have to, and you can find the opportunity, just look for it, manifest it. Something's going to come along in a few months. But in the meantime, I want you to start thinking positive and start manifesting the perfect job for you. Okay, now when it comes to your relationship, if you're not happy, then it's not the relationship. Any kind of relationship that you are meant to be in and that is a relationship that is good for you is one that you're happy in. It's one that's filled with love and commitment and understanding and patience and trust, and one that you are fully in tune with and that you know your worth in. If you're not feeling this in this relationship, then it's time to skedaddle, because it means that you learn the lessons that you need to learn, and now it's time to move on. Like I said, this feels like it's about you and yourself, and you really need to dig deep into yourself and decide what you want. Okay? But I don't feel it's the right relationship for you, because if it was, you'd be very happy, and you're not. So thank you, Midnight. Have a good night, and thank you so much for your help. I appreciate you. Okay? So, I mean, you need to do what makes you happy. You need to know your worth. Come on. I mean, you're a counselor. You have this ability to help people, to mentor people, to be the change that these kids need. Get going on that. I feel like that's your focus. I feel like that's your focus, and yourself is your focus. And then one day, maybe the right guy is going to come in. But right now, I feel like your career and yourself is your focus. And if you're not happy, time to step out of that relationship. Of course, you have free will. You can stay in if you want. But just remember, you're going to continue to be unhappy. The right relationship, you're happy in. And there's no questions ever when you're in the right relationship of if this is the right person or whatever. You just know. Okie dokie. Hi, Jamie. I don't know, where did, I need to see. The one that was asking about drinking, I didn't know if you were going to ask a question or what. Can't find you now. Only if you're not sloshed. Hey, Deb. Well, there's never anything quickly in the spirit world. As you can see, the readings aren't quick. You have a name? I usually go off of pictures, so I'm trying to learn how to do it other ways. Name, I guess, would be one. Pick one or the other, because they're both going to come through. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, okay. I don't know, Mama B, are you going to come through? Which one do you want to hear from? John or Dwayne? Pick one. Okay. get freaking hot. Most people get the chills and shit. I burn up. Thank you, lady. You're gonna have to let me know what happens, huh? All right. So Dwayne. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Dwayne. Was he sort of handsome? And did he know it? One second, let me do this. All right, yeah, because he comes across as like this very handsome guy. Did he have dark hair? Like, I feel like his hair is a little bit longer, and it's dark and it's sort of wavy is what he's showing me, and it's like he knew it, like he was kind of full of himself, right? Exactly, like, and okay, do you know why he would show me like his chest, like, oh, I got like a nice chest, or like I've lifted weights and I, right? Because he's showing me like his naked chest. Like when spirits do this, it's so funny because it's almost like they're flirting, but he's just his personality, you know. Um, but he's like showing me like, okay, and his chest, like I said, he shows me like his bare chest. Like, did you like his chest, or was he proud of his chest? Did he walk around without his shirt on or something like that? Because that's what he's showing me. Um, yeah, that's how he's presenting. It's freaking ridiculous. And why is he showing me like him driving his car really fast or something like that? Like, did he like to just drive fast, reckless kind of almost? Yeah, this one you can tell like you know how it's funny because some spirits are just they come through strong and others don't come as strong, but it's funny just the way he presented. Oh, cool, Molly. Okay, so yeah, exactly. Like I feel like he's showing me like he's in his car and he's like driving fast and reckless and kind of being an idiot about it. I don't know why, but right, like he seems like he kind of, I don't want to say he had a death wish, but that's how he's saying it. And, oh, okay. Um I'm getting this pain in my chest. I'm not really sure why. Um if the pain in the chest would be from him because it's like sharp pain, but I don't, and it's right where my heart is, but I don't know. Also, with him, I hear the word accident. I don't know. I don't know if there was an accident that led to his passing or if he was in an accident. With possibly what part? The accident or the heart or chest? It's in the. I think it's the heart because I just got a sharp pain right there. Well, hello, Carol. It's like really. kind of like when they do like the sharp pain like that to me. It's annoying. But I need to feel it to know what's going on. Okay, so that's where the accident comes in. Okay. But I'm just wondering if so drug overdose could have something to do with the heart, I guess, because it does affect our heart. So that could be why. Yeah, that's another reason that's another way. Okay. That's another way that goodness gracious. Sorry. He's talking about reckless in life, period. Driving fast, doing drugs, drinking, um, living life on the edge. Like, he really didn't think anything was going to happen to him. Is how he comes across. But he says you're so beautiful. Was this a boyfriend or something at the time? Oh, he's a boyfriend. I wanted to be. He says friend/boyfriend. So I don't know if he started off as friends, became boyfriend, or he wanted to be your boyfriend, or what. Stop. But I think he saw himself as your boyfriend at one point or something, because he presents with red roses, which is usually my sign for a significant other, boyfriend, someone that we're with at one point, or right, because he says his life choices made it difficult like that. That's where the recklessness comes in. Like, he just had a reckless way about him, a reckless life. He just wanted to be. He just he wasn't scared of dying. He wasn't scared. He didn't think anything was going to happen to him. You know what I mean? And like he's saying, like he had his issues where he shows me like a lot of drug use at one point. Does that make sense? I don't know if he used needles, but I get needles. Sorry. I know sometimes personal stuff comes out. I apologize. Try not to touch that damn button and hang up on you guys again. Okay. This cat. Sorry. She always does this at the worst times. Stop. I'm probably making you guys drunk moving this around so much. Well, he wants to. Right. Well, and when we have those connection with people, it's for a reason. And you got to remember, we all have life lessons to learn. We all have things we have to go through. Just as you learn your life lessons, he had to learn his life lessons. And so he wants to apologize because he feels like he missed out on. Look at that. He feels like he missed out on, what could have been this great romance. Although he kind of had a hard time with not having a wandering eye, I feel like he would definitely, like we talked about, was like a ladies' man. And yeah, but he still cared very much for you, and he's thankful. He shows me that, I don't know if you guys had conversations, like long conversations, or there was conversations where you tried to help him, and you tried to be like, a good person to him, and you cared about him, and he wants to thank you for that. And he goes like this and says, "Merry Christmas." So I hope that your reading was helpful for you, Miss Misty. Stop. I don't know. Do I have anybody in the queue? Stop, baby. Poppy, come on, we're being ridiculous. Wonderful. Well, he's very much with you, and like I said, that once there's that connection, it never goes away. We always carry that connections with us, and they're always with us. I mean, sometimes it might feel a little lonely because we don't. It's not the same as having their physical presence, but they're still very much around. And no matter, I feel like this was a long time since his passing. No, were you guys young? Because I keep seeing you both as like really young. Are you hot, girl? Freaking dog's panting, burning up. But okay, so I could be seeing that you guys were young. You know, um, I don't know. I just keep seeing. I don't know how young. Okay, that could be. That's why. That's why you guys were young when you met. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he shows me his life was kind of like this. Like, it was mostly down. He said, but he just could not break away from his addictions and things that he got into. It was like once he got into it, he had a hard time, you know, getting out of that. Um, and spirit sometimes shows me like when it comes to addictions, how they show me that addiction is like they're being chained, like they're chained, chains kind of to the ground, like the chains are on their wrist and it goes to the ground, and they break the chains, when they go to the other side. So that's something that they like yeah, he tells me that. I mean, he shows me that. I can see that he struggled a lot. He struggled a lot, and he had a hard time dealing with it. So, and sometimes, we pick those hard lessons when we come here, and I know we say, well, shoot, I would never do anything like that. Why would I pick a life like that? Why would I pick to go through something like that? But addicts actually have the hardest life lessons and the hardest time, and it's the hardest to overcome. But they choose that before they come, like we choose these things to go through. So he just chose a hard one. He wanted to learn more lessons this lifetime around. He knew he was hot stuff. That's for sure. It's funny how he presented in that way. I think I'm all caught up. Mine was in 2012 too, Miss Misty. Yeah, it was funny. He was like showing me his body and stuff. Finding in Spirit does that. I think I'm caught up, guys. I think I'm caught up. Yeah, I mean it is, but I understand that I have come to understand that my husband had too rough of a life to be okay here on earth. And it was just better for both of us that he's on the other side. I come to that understanding. As hard as that is, not many people could come to that understanding, but I do with him because I knew that I was going to get hurt or something else. So I am doing donations, Jamie and Carol. You just send a donation and then you come here and ask me the question or tell me who you want to connect with. So that's what we're doing. Midnight Moon already left. She had to go Yuletide stuff, so I actually don't have any. Shoot, I don't have. Yeah, I wrote a book about it. It was a twin flame thing. So you guys didn't know, I have a book. It's called R&R Love. Yeah, everything's up. You should be able to scroll up and see where all the stuff is. Let me see. Because I know she posted it. Let me see if I can. I can. I'll try to just copy and paste it. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Let me see. Nope. All right. I have. Let's see. Copy. Stop, please. That's awesome, Deb. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you read it. I'm trying to type the name of the book here in case anybody wants to check it out. One day I'll be better at getting it out there. I hear that from a lot of people, Deb. I got a lot of good reviews on it. Okay, I have PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, whatever you want to do. But the PayPal is so we're just doing donations, Carol, whatever anybody can afford or wants to give. And depending on the donation is how long I'm going to go with your reading. Like, you know, I only had one like a couple dollars, so I'll answer the question, but I'm not going to go into too much depth. You know, it's got to be fair priced, you know, for what you want. Because this does take a lot of energy. I'm so glad that you thought so, Deb. One day I'm going to get it out there more. I'm going to probably hire a company or something to, because I just suck at, what's the word? Can't even think of the word right now. Getting things out there. Dwayne seems familiar to me, though, Miss Misty. I don't know if we've ever connected before and I've connected with him. I don't know why he seems familiar to me. Whew. All right. I should have had you freaking get out of here. All right, so Carol Little, got your donation. Let's see how much longer I can go here. This is the most readings I think I've done at one time. Starting to feel it. Shoot, I was worried about rain tomorrow. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain. That's good. So, Carol Little, I got yours. Jamie, are you sending too? Man, PayPal is ridiculous at how much to take out. You know that? All right, Carol Little, did you have anything? Okay. Did you have anything you wanted to ask or know or anyone you want to connect with? You can't. It's on Amazon. If you type in Amazon and you go to Amazon.com, and then you type in R&R Love, and then do a dash a twin flame story, it should pop up. I'll show you right now what it looks like. Hold on 1 second, Carol. I need a specific spirit. Used to working with pictures, trying to let go of that crutch. Now I'm going to go off of names. One day I hope I can just pull out whoever, but for some reason I have a hard time doing that. I don't know why. And you have to type it just like that with the and sign. You have to type it just as I put it in there. Okay, there's a Kindle edition, and there's also, let's see, it comes up the Kindle edition for some reason. And there's paperback. So there's Kindle edition is $9.99 and paperback's $11.11. So it'll come up as, it's the first one that pops up, Lynn. It comes up as purple. This is can you see it? Probably can't see it that well, huh? Nope. I thought I could show you on here, but anyways, it's pink and it says R&R Love on the top. Before I get started on your grandfather real quick, I just want to take a quick break. Oh, this is a new one. Midnight Noon did this one. I'm so happy you both got to experience love as it should be. I probably wouldn't have stuck with the path, but it wasn't my journey. That was recently. I didn't know that. Haven't had a review in a while. Hey, baby. Okay, so this is, I'll just read. It's at the very top. If you type it in just as I put it, right there, R, and then the and sign R, love, and then dash, a twin flame story, it should pop up at the very top because mine did. It's got a pink cover. There's also a purple cover that it popped up Kindle on mine as a purple cover. The Kindle is purple. It says Rochelle and Rocky met under circumstances that were not what she would have ever expected. She fell in love instantly, and nothing could stop the way she felt, no matter how hard she fought her feelings. It was a strong, earth-shattering connection, one like no other she had never experienced before. But things were not perfect. This is a story of spiritual circumstances. It will help you understand the concept of twin flames and how another realm can affect those of us living on the earth plane. After her loved one passed, Rochelle began connecting to heaven. In the pages ahead, proof will be shown that love and life continue to the other side. In this riveting tale of star-crossed lovers, you will experience a story that teaches about the spiritual realm and gives hope to those who have lost loved ones. A true tale of tortured spirit and a woman that loved him through it all. Validation of just how much he has grown and healed on the other side. So that's what thing is I wrote about it. And it's got 16 ratings, so I got a 4.9 out of 5 on here. So yeah, I should probably one day get it out more. I think it would do really well. All right. Let's see. Let's cook to your grandfather, Fernando Carroll. Just needed a little tiny break. All right. Okay. Was your grandfather at any time in a wheelchair? Because I keep seeing a man in a wheelchair. So I don't know if this was how he was prior to his passing, if he ever had a time where he was just in a wheelchair or what. But I keep seeing this, elderly man in a wheelchair. Does that make sense? Okay. So then his mobility was this towards the end of his life, like, or even maybe a few years prior? I don't know. His mobility. He's talking about his mobility, and then he dances on the other side, like he's like, I can walk, I can dance now. He's no longer in that wheelchair, of course. Also, were you okay? Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was like, yeah, that's about the right timing I was getting. And it was like he hated that because I feel like he did not like being confined to a wheelchair. I mean, who does, right? But he really just struggled with being in a wheelchair. He was older though, right? Like I keep getting, I think 80s. It's like I want to go through the 80s, kind of. I don't know if that makes sense. And did he have like multiple things wrong? Because he's talking about having multiple things wrong with his body. All right, yeah, 80s. Okay. Yeah. All right, thank you. Why does he come across as a little ethnic? Like his skin's a little darker. I don't know if that made sense, but did he also have age spots? Because he shows me his arms like having like these age spots and um, things like, age spots. Right. But he's saying that like there was a bunch of stuff that was affected, like, with his health. Um, but did he have like, how like sometimes they have like the round dots or whatever, round age spots on their arm? I don't know why he keeps showing me his arm with that on it. Does that make sense? And also my head is hurting more, and I don't know if it's spirit or just because I'm doing so many readings. Hey Donna. Merry Christmas. Okay. Also were you like close to him growing up? Because there's some kind of connection there that's pretty strong. Like he shows me um like you, I don't know how to explain this. Like I just feel like you were close, like you were all about grandpa. I don't know if that makes sense. And you guys used to do things together, like I don't know, I feel like he taught you a lot and I feel like he told you a lot of stories. Does that make sense? Okay. Like was he a storyteller? Because I hear the word storyteller, like he just had a lot of different stories to tell. Like he lived like quite a life. Okay, Jamie, we'll see after this reading, huh? Like, why do I see? Do you know? Do you know? I don't know if he was just alive during like a war, but I keep getting references. I don't know how many years ago that was. So I don't even make that sense. That makes sense. But is he a veteran or did he? I don't know where the war fits in. I keep seeing like war stuff happening around me. He was either alive during a war, was in it, or he was a veteran of some kind. Because I keep seeing just like war like everywhere for some reason. I don't really know why. But was he like around the war or alive during the war? I don't really know how it I don't really know how it fits. Okay. Um because he talks about like life being really hard when he was younger, like back then. I don't know if there was a recession or anything during that time. I don't even know how long it's been since we've had that. But he's talking about, and he's showing me your grandma. Is your grandma also uh, on the other side? Or were they together young? Do you know? Okay. Because he's showing me them like when they were together when they were young for some reason. Um, it's okay. Okay, yeah, that's what he's showing, like teens or something. I was seeing them together when they were young. All right, and she's on the other side with him now, right? Did she pass? Trying to see. I don't know if she went before him or did she go before him? Okay, because he was like he kept showing me like she passed first and then later on he followed, and I feel like he had a hard time without her because they were like soulmates. They were together for a lot of years. Um, we don't see many relationships like that these days. Oh, he passed first. What does preceded mean? Because I heard preceded. She preceded him. Is that what that means? I was trying to figure out who passed first because I heard preceded, but then I don't know. They were confusing me with it. So it must have been her that had a hard time then. I think they're kind of both coming through because I kind of feel them both, and it's like I'm trying to make out who's saying what because they're together on the other side, so I feel like they're coming through together. And I keep getting an M now. Initials can be first, middle, or last. Not necessarily them, but I don't know where it's connecting at. I'm really tired too, so hopefully, this is a good reading. It's like Marie or something is what I'm hearing. I don't know if that fits. I'm still going. I'm just I'm just tired, so I'm hoping that this is gonna turn out okay. Um, do you know if there's an M or Marie? Maria. Okay, is she here or there? Is she alive or on the other side? Because I have a feeling we're gonna have like a fucking family reunion with you all of a sudden. Oh, okay. All right then. So if they're mentioning Maria, they're probably validating the fact that they know that she's here and sick and might. Well, I don't have to say it because I don't. Spirit doesn't like to give that information anyways. But they're just validating that they know that that's going on. Okay. Um. Now I want to kind of. I'm going to try to go back to your grandpa. Did he come? Was he? Did he used to be a very hard worker? Because he shows me his hands, and I don't know if he had problems with his hands because sometimes um they have issues with their hands. You know, when they go like this, it usually means like arthritis or something like that, or their hands they have issues with them some way, shape, or form. But also, I feel like, yeah, working. Like he talks about being a hard worker, always providing for his family. I feel like he comes across as a very kind of, yeah, arthritis. Okay, very He comes across as like pretty gentle though, like um he's one of those just grandpas that you just wanted to be around, and um he wanted, I feel like he just like wanted to teach you things, and like you said, like, tell stories. And do you know how, I know that it's Christmas and everything, but sometimes Spirit will bring up Christmas as it was a specific, a holiday that they liked, some, or it could also mean December, as if something happened in December. Um, because he's showing me a Christmas tree and bringing my attention to my own Christmas tree. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He comes across more like gentle and like helpful and like just a sweet old man. Although I feel like he got kind of frustrated, like you said, in the last year of his life. Yeah, your grandma seems to be more stern. Um, she was more of uh, the one that would do the discipline, I think, right? But he says that, he lived a good life. He experienced a lot. He was thankful for his kids and his grandkids. And he says that, his kids and his grandkids kind of meant everything to him. And he wanted to just take care of him. Like, okay, so that must be what Christmas is. And I wonder if in some way that he is still, what's the word? Uh, that he's still honored on Christmas. I don't know if you guys tell stories or you talk about him or what. Where does 5 come in? I don't know if it's May, 5 years, 5 months, 2005. I don't know, but there's a 5 that's coming in. 5 kids. Also, the month of February. So when months come in, it can be passings, anniversaries, birthdays, something specific that happened that's connected to you, him, or anybody connected to you guys, alive or past. That's usually how that works. But I got 5 coming in and I got February coming in. So I don't know, the 5 could be 5 grandkids, or I don't know. Um, I keep looking at the 11 children. He's like, yeah, we didn't have TV. I feel like he could be kind of funny sometimes when he wanted to be. And I don't know why I see him also chewing or sucking on hard candies. Any of those things make sense? Oh, that must be what he's talking about then. Okay, yeah. He's talking about the Christmas that you guys aren't doing that anymore like that. Okay. He's letting you know that he knows, that it's sad that it's not like that anymore. Um but do you know where the 5 comes in or February? Yeah. It's sad that's what happens when the glue kind of goes away. It happened with ours when we lost my grandparents too, same thing. Okay, so that must be the 5 May. And do you know where okay, that's all right. Just hang on to it. It could be the birthday of one of their kids or grandkids or freaking who knows. Um if you ever find out, just let me know. I always tell people to hang on to stuff because sometimes we don't realize it at the time how it fits. But I know that I heard it, so um I don't know why I'm hearing the word locomotive. Like, it makes no sense to me, but I'm gonna say it because it keeps repeating. So I don't know if you have someone on the other side, not necessarily him, someone that was into trains or drove trains or worked on trains or there was something with that's what a locomotive is, right? Um, and I don't really know where it fits because I'm also seeing a train and like I don't know if it's a real train or a big, kid toy train. I'm not really sure. I don't really know where it fits. I just locomotive is not what I say. That's not what I call a train. That's like an old school name for it. Yeah, okay. And then you could just let me know. Because that's coming in pretty strong, and I don't know if it's him or you got somebody else on the other side, or where, exactly where it fits, or if he gave your dad a train. I don't really know. Um, did he have a specific chair that he liked to sit in? I keep seeing him sitting in like a specific spot or a specific chair. Also, do you know if when he was in the wheelchair, if he had oxygen? Oh, you do. A train in your living room. See, that if for Christmas, that's funny. I don't know why he would call it a locomotive, but So he's letting you know that he's aware of the locomotive that's in your living room. So that just shows you that he's been around, he's been around, especially during Christmas time, right? There you go. See? Awesome. Awesome. I don't know why we call it a locomotive, but whatever. That's like an old school, like, saying for it. So that's pretty cool. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it to click. But see, that's what I mean. Whenever you got to say whatever you're getting, it might not make sense to you. It might not click right away, but it's going to fit somewhere, usually. Yeah. Okay. I'm wondering if does that antique train run, or does it just like sit there? Have you been going over pictures or something lately with him and the like looking at like family pictures? I don't know if he's in them or not, probably, but he keeps showing me you flipping through family photos. Okay. I was just curious. I don't know what kind of training freaking was, but that's funny. That's a good validation. Well, the heck would I know that you had a damn train in your living room? Do you know if you've been have you been flipping through? Oh, that could be what it was. Okay. Yeah. I, See, they just give us symbols, and like I always say, that like they use symbolism. So by showing me you going through pictures, that's just you saying, that you don't have photos and you want more. So he's aware of that. He's just letting you know, and you're gonna have to look through photos to get them anyways. So it's validating. So obviously he's around you a lot because he knows what you're talking to your mom and dad about, and he knows that you got a train in your living room. So he's been hanging around. I feel like you were really special to him. Did you have talks about him and stuff, or to him and stuff, like just about different things? Were you around him, kind of towards that last year of his life? Did you ever push him in? Did you ever push him in a wheelchair? I don't know why I see you pushing him in a wheelchair. I don't know. And I don't know if it. I don't know if it fits. Well, you got to remember, Spirit knows everything. They know everything we see and we do. And okay. Oh, okay. I kept seeing you pushing a wheelchair, and I was like, "Wait, you're 5? Wait, what? Yeah, that okay." So he's just letting he knows that you tried. You were, I don't know, you're just like apple of his eye, kind of. I don't know. He really thought highly of you. He really loved you. He had a lot of love for you. Has a lot of love for you. Aw, thank you. Especially doing lives. I'm not used to that. This is all new. You should see my regular readings. They seem, I mean, they're a little more deeper. Oh, he talks about you being like the apple of his eye or something. I don't know. I don't know if he ever said that to you or whatever, but I just feel like you guys had like a strong grandfather, granddaughter bond. Um, Oh, that must be it. Okay. That's why you're so special. You still talk to him sometimes? Because I feel like even though he's been gone a while and oh, there's 5. You were 5. Oh, were you 5 when you pushed him? Because there's another reason for 5. Remember, they can have multiple meanings in the stuff that they say. So it could be were you 5 when he passed? I'm just curious if that's another reason for 5. Okay, there you go. So you were 5 when he passed, and his birthday's in May. So there's your multiple meaning. That's just an example of what a multiple meaning thing is. Okay, I keep seeing a birthday and presents. So I don't know if there's a birthday that just passed, a birthday that's coming up, or there's a significant birthday when he was still alive with you. Because I just keep seeing like presents. I mean, yeah, obviously, but this is like a birthday or a celebration of some kind. Thank you, Jamie. When there was a specific birthday thing, a specific birthday party, okay, that he was at, right? And then it was something that was like, I don't know, it's a memory, I guess, what he's bringing up. How do you remember when you were 3 years old? I don't freaking remember when I was 3 years old. Oh, Jamie, thank you. Too bad you came on so late. That's been happening all night. Oh, oh, okay. Did he? So you have a picture? Did you look at it recently or something? Good night, Lynn. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Were you looking at the picture or something recently, or just thinking about it? I don't know. There's something. Okay, Carol. Does your smoke alarm go off sometimes, like beep, and you're like, well, it's not the batteries or nothing? Yes, on the picture. Ah, okay, awesome. That's the only picture of the birthday party. Okay, I don't know why he's bringing that up, but sometimes they do random stuff. So that's really good validation. Thank you. So yes, with the okay, because yes, with the fire alarm, like there, I keep hearing like a fire. Like he shows me a fire alarm, and then he shows me like beeping randomly. But you're like, it's not the batteries or anything. I don't know if that makes sense. So I keep hearing this beeping fire alarm. So the yes is for the fire alarm, right? I'm gonna make sure. I didn't know if it was for the picture or the fire alarm you were saying yes to. Because I feel like he messes with stuff, like, and sometimes you think you're going crazy, um, but it's just him letting you know that he's around and trying to get your attention because he's watched you grow into this beautiful young woman, or beautiful, yeah, to me you're young. He's to him you're young. So this beautiful young woman, and he's so proud of who you have become as a person. He's so proud of the life that you lead, even though sometimes you wonder if you make him proud. He is proud. And I don't know, I feel like you're either in a good place or you're going to be in a better place or a good place in your life, because he's talking about how, like, he's seeing you blossom. He's seeing you blossom from this little girl to this teenager to this young woman to this woman, and he's watched you go through your life. Like, he shows me being there at specific moments of your life, like graduation specifically. He shows me at a graduation. I don't know if it's high school, college, or both, but I see a graduation and him being there. Um, okay, wonderful. So he's got a pretty strong spirit to be able to do that stuff. And I think, like I said, he wants to let you know he's there even after all of this time that he's been gone. He knows you still think about him. He knows you still talk to him. He knows that you love him so much. Like, spirit can knows everything that we think and feel, and they just know everything. So my cat is staring at nothing right now. Probably him. But he just wants you to know that you have made him proud in the woman that you have become and that the life that you lead. Um, he says, like, you have like this big heart, like this big giving heart. And I know we talked about you having cats, but he's showing me cats. I mean, we talked about that before, so that's not really validating, but I don't say anything unless I get it. So he's showing me cats. So he knows about your cats. Um, and a cat tree. So I don't know if you just got a new cat tree or if you're thinking about getting a new cat tree or where the heck the cat tree comes in, but he's showing me a cat tree for some odd reason. You're welcome, Carol. So, see, did he hold you as a baby? Because I wonder if there's a picture of it even. There might be, but I see him holding you as a baby, and it was like he has this big old smile on his face. And also, I know you said he smoked, but I don't know why I don't just get cigarettes. I get cigars. If that makes sense. Did he smoke like cigars too, though, not just cigarettes? Because, like, it's weird. Like, I look at the room and there's all this smoke everywhere. I don't like, he's got the whole room filled with smoke. That's funny. You got a new cat tree and he knows about it. He's all up in your house. He is all up in your house, isn't he? Well, he shows me like just the whole room being filled with smoke. But he's like, that's what we did back then, that's what we did. And so I wonder if there's a picture of it could have been when he was younger. I think it was when he was younger mostly. I don't think he did it much when he was older. Not like when he was younger. This was when he was younger. And he also shows me him holding you as a baby. Like, I wonder if there's a picture of that or something that your mom has. I'm curious about the pictures that she comes up with, because I see him like holding you as a baby and like smiling. But he says he's watched you your entire life, and he's just, he's loved to see you go through life and learn from everything. And He just shows me smiling as he watches you. You know, I know it kind of sounds creepy, but our loved ones do watch us. And everything. Did you? So I'm imagining you. Did you go to college too, or was it just high school? Because the graduation thing is coming in again. He wants to let you know that he was there. And also, I don't know if you have a husband or a boyfriend, but I see a wedding. Hello, Tiff. So I hope I don't. If it's just a boyfriend and not a husband yet, I hope I don't ruin a surprise or something. Okay, there you go. That's when he talks about like just your accomplishments. Like he's proud of your accomplishments. Like, and he says that like you're the type of person that when you start something, you finish it, you stick to it, and he really loves that about you. He said you're hardworking like he was. He said there's a lot. You guys have a lot of the same um, things about you that are similar or the same. I see. Oh, so I was right earlier when I said he was ethnic. He was coming through as like ethnic. Okay, that's what I meant when I say ethnic because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, Mexican, Spanish. So that's what I was getting when I said that at the very beginning because I was seeing him as a darker. He had darker skin and then darker things. So he was at your wedding. So he wants to let you know that he approves. Because spirit they approve everything we do because they understand that there's a reason for it. So the wedding then was because he was showing me a wedding. So he showed it to me after the graduation. So he's just telling me the events that he was there for. Yeah, that's what I was getting in the beginning. I had said I think I see him ethnic with dark skin. So all right, thank you. I was gonna say he's Mexican, but and that would be why I'm hearing like Spanish words now. Did he speak Spanish to you? I keep hearing like te amo, which I think is I love you, right? Hi, Ollie. Not really beauty right now. My hair is a disaster. Look at this. Disaster. Well, Carol, I think his energy is kind of fading, but he wants to let you know that he loves you and he's blowing you a kiss. And he says, please have a Merry Christmas. He will be with you in spirit. Okay. See, I don't know. I don't know Spanish, but I heard it. Oh, that's what the spots on the skin were because he was very adamant about that. Okay. Wonderful. That was good valid. See, I've never had anybody with skin cancer come through, so that's a new, and that's weird in 9 years, but so that's a new that must be a new like symbol or whatever. So wonderful. I hope this was helpful for you, Carol, and that you enjoyed the reading. Yeah, now it makes sense. I know. I especially since that's a new one for me. That's new. That's new. So now I know when they show me that what it is. And sometimes I get that I get new symbols during readings that I've never had before. So it makes sense now. Yes, wonderful, Carol. I hope that this helped you. Really, thank you so much for the donation. And we have a reading coming up next year, huh? Oh, thank you, Jamie. Whew, I'm getting exhausted here. Hold on. Oh, thank you guys. I do sometimes when they put those Spanish words in my mouth, in my mind. I appreciate you guys because I don't do a lot of live readings. Like this is like a whole new jumping out of my. I know I do, Carol. Like, a whole new. I wanted to jump out of my comfort zone. Okay, so I wanted to see if I was able to channel and give good readings live because I've only done it a couple of times. I did it once for Debbie and then, Donna. I think I did it once for Donna and I don't think I've done that many live ones, but yeah, I wanted to jump out of my comfort zone and try this out and see how I could do. It's working out so far, huh? And I'm able to connect off of names. Who knew? I didn't. I wanted to test my gifts, So, Jamie, did you have a question or something you wanted to do? Oh, thank you, Jamie. I actually get that a lot. Man, you guys are really working me hard tonight, aren't you? I've never done this many readings in one night. I've been readings for 2 hours, so 2 hours and 30 minutes. Even a little bit longer because, okay. Aw, you guys make me smile. Yay. Hey, maybe one day I'll be like Matt Fraser. Oh, I can. I'm just saying, I'll do the best that I can. I'm gonna probably I gotta do Jamie, and then if you want to throw in a donation, Holly, we can do that. Or you can wait till the next time. I'm gonna be doing this more. Totally up to you on what you want to do. Okay, so Jamie. Okay, Jamie, your father. Shoot his name. Put his name down there. I probably should have put water near myself, what I was thinking. I'll be more prepared next time. Water and food. I'm just glad the dogs have freaking stayed quiet this whole time. All right. Totally up to you, Holly. I don't know when exactly I'm going to get on another live. I'm going to try to at least do these whenever I have some spare time. Hey, don't do that, cat. Because right now I don't have a spare time. But by the time and energy, I'm going to come on here and try to do it. I'm trying to expand my gift, grow, learn more about what I can do with it. So, totally up to you, girl. Or you can meet me. I'm offering 20 for 20 up until the 1st. Hey! Chill out. What the hell? Just Eli. God. I always yell when I come out of the room. Okay. But anyways, I was going to say, if you wanted to get a hold of me for a private reading, we could do the 20 for 20 that I'm only offering until the... Tiffany, what do you think about that comment? That's same comment's come in 3 times. Okay. if we can connect to, where is his name? Jack. Jack. Yeah, sorry. Every time my son walks out, they do that, and it's like, duh, he's here, but he's not. He hasn't been here, like, so I don't know. But they do that even when he was living with me. That's like the third time it's come in, Tiffany, and it says the same thing every time. So I don't know. And my other lady that was here, my other mod, she didn't say anything about it. I just thought it was weird. Okay. All right. It's cool that you jumped on to help tonight. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Because my other mod had to leave. All right. So Jack, here we go. Jack, come on, Jack. Jack. I'm checking my computer there. It's okay. I tried to post it. I'm trying to do it more often. Like I said, I'm trying to see just what I can do. So far, it's turning out really good. Better than I thought. And just needed to have more beliefs in myself, I guess. Okay, so, well, in my gift, I guess. Do you know why? I don't know how this is going to fit, Jamie, but I keep seeing a necklace. I don't really know. But like someone's putting it on you, so I don't really know how that fits yet. Just hang on, Violet. No, don't. Great. Stop, please, for a second. I don't know. I just keep seeing it, so I don't know if you were given a necklace by your dad, if you have one of those ashes necklaces, something like that. I don't know. But it's the first thing that's coming through. Stop. Sorry, just having a little bit of an issue. I just keep getting that. I don't know. Did your dad give you an... Okay. That's probably it. Remember, our loved ones always know what we're thinking, what we're wanting to do, things like that. So, if you've thought about that, he knows about it and he's bringing it up. And the weird thing is he's placing it around your neck. So I'm guessing he's saying if that's what makes you feel closer to him, go ahead and do it. Okay. I'm glad that we realized where that fit, because if something's thought and like doesn't make sense, I kind of start second guessing myself, and I gotta quit doing that. Do you know if he ever rode... My head's hurting again. So see, whenever my head hurts, I don't know if it's just because I'm connecting with spirit. I'm connecting with so many spirits, or if it's related to an element or a passing. So if the head makes sense to you, let me know, because it just got worse. It did to my eye. Started doing weird stuff. So let me know, okay, about that. And my eye is being weird all of a sudden. So I don't know if he had something with his eye or not, but it's doing something. My eye's doing something weird. Okay. Do you know if he ever rode motorcycles when he was younger or something? Okay. Because I keep hearing like a motor and I keep hearing a motor and seeing a motorcycle for some odd reason. I don't really know if it's when he was younger or how it fits. Also, like my hands, you're talking about his blood pressure because my hand is feeling kind of numb. Like if you have blood pressure or heart issues or something like that. If that makes sense. And he does, okay, so he does the snapping of the fingers, which means that it was, I guess, saying it was quick. Usually when they snap their fingers, it means quick, unexpected. I don't know. It'd be nice. Maybe one day you can find out if he ever rode or wanted one or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure why that was coming in. So the snapping of the fingers means it was sudden and unexpected, but at the same time, I feel like he knew something was wrong or he had issues, health issues or something like that. But okay, yeah. Because I was getting the chest area. That's what I was gonna say. So that is sudden and unexpected. So that makes sense. But did he know that he had heart issues? He should have, for like blood pressure or something. I'm guessing, huh? I wonder if one of them was a motorcycle. That could be what I was hearing was the cars. Unless, like, or a motorcycle was around him at that time or something. I don't know. Because that's why I said, like, it's hard to understand. It's like playing charades with spirit, really. Sometimes things don't mean what you think they're going to mean either. I was going to say, I don't think he didn't like to go to the doctors or something, but he was saying that, like, he had issues and, like, okay, because, like, I see pill bottles and, like, slapping them down like he didn't want to take them or something like that. If that makes sense. And he calls you his little girl. Like, I don't know if you guys were close or you were another daddy's little girl, but he talks about you being his little girl. Always be his little girl. And he's saying even if he would have went to the doctors, this wasn't anything that could have been stopped. We all have our exit points and our time to go, and he's just saying it wouldn't have really made a difference. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So he didn't want to take medication for it or what? Because he's hitting the medicine bottles, like slapping them down. But yeah, he was drawing attention to my chest. I keep getting that tonight though. So it's weird. Like whenever I get that reading after reading, I start to second guess. Well, is that it? Is that this spirit? Yeah, he's wanting to make sure that you keep an eye on your heart and blood pressure as well. Okay. No, it would be he just keeps showing me him just smacking the medication down. Like I don't know if he didn't like the side effects or what, but he didn't like them at all. Or he wouldn't take it at all. Okay, good. I just he says, the thing that he misses most about life is his children. Um, so I feel like, he comes across as the type of person where, he really loved his kids. And he tried to be the best he could for them. Yeah. Did he, so like his habits, he didn't change like the way he ate or, because he's showing me like him eating greasy burgers and stuff like that. And I don't know if he drank alcohol every now and again, but he just wanted to live life on his terms, and he didn't really care. It was like he had the feeling of if he was gonna go, he was gonna go, you know. Yeah, he comes across as that like very caring, nurturing kind of dad that want to always take care of his family, and that's what he misses the most is his kids and his family. Um, I see flowers being put on a grave. Does that make sense? Yeah, no, he's coming across like he wasn't like he's just gonna do as he wanted to do, and if he went, he went. Like he wasn't. That's just was his attitude. But I see someone laying like roses on a grave. I don't know. Does that make sense? But were you like another like daddy's girl? Like did he like were you really close to your dad? Oh, okay. Mm. So, spirit brings up memories, so that's just a memory validation. And also just to confirm that he's with him on the other side, okay? And he says they're okay. Oh, does your dad like to go fishing or something? I don't know why he's talking about fishing. Yeah, I see you guys doing things together. Did he have a truck? Because I see you like I see you. I think it's a truck riding with him in his truck. Okay, yeah, because he was talking about fishing, like him and like the brother are fishing. Okay, did you used to take rides with him and go special places or something like that? Did he ever take you for ice cream? Because I see like you guys getting in the truck, going somewhere, and him like taking you like randomly for an ice cream cone or something. Oh shit! Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. My bird's opening the cage. Hey, shithead. What the hell happened here? calm down. My bird got the thing off and was opening the cage. Okay. Sorry about that. And did you guys take? Okay, did he like to go camping? Did he take you guys camping? You're funny, Tiffany. Also, did you like try to force him to go to the doctor or something like that? Like, there was a conversation where you were telling him, you know what, Dad, you need to go. Dad, you need to do this. Dad, you need to do that. Huh. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to take you camping. I don't know why I just see like a tent or like a fishing. I don't know if it's a fishing trip and then he camped or something like that. I don't know. But it seemed like it was like one trip or something. Or maybe he wanted to go wanted to go camping, but it was canceled. I don't know. Again, charades. He's showing me a tent. Unless there was a tent like in the yard or something that you guys did. Oh, he knows. He said you were a bugaboo daughter about a lot of stuff. He said she used to harp and harp and harp at me, but it was because she loved me. You never camped did you camp in the yard without him or something? There's something with the freaking tent. I don't know if he bought one, never used it, what, I don't know. But, okay. Again, charades. Because he just keeps showing me a tent, and so I don't know. I don't know if maybe he went, I don't know. Because when you think about camping, it could be anywhere. It could be in our backyard, whatever. But, or you stayed in a tent in the backyard, or, I don't know, just keep showing me a freaking tent. So, well, okay. Well, there you go. Talking about how you went camping, I guess. And he wants to talk about how proud he is of he says that he's proud of you for overcoming obstacles. I don't know if you had some obstacles recently or in the past. And are you a lot like him or something? Are you also stubborn sometimes? But also, I feel like stop, Violet. Sorry, my dog just put that. She just accidentally sent that thing. Did you have a lot of obstacles? I don't know if they're recently or a while ago or whatever, but he's talking about you overcoming some obstacles. And, okay. So he's talking about how proud he is of you for that, for overcoming that and for being strong. He says he admires your strength. He says, my daughter was always strong and she was always, I feel like you're stubborn too about some things though too, because he talks about you being stubborn, not necessarily about your health, but about other things. Bullheaded, he says, but that he's proud of you for, you just keep going and you just keep trying. And he says that you're amazing. He says she's amazing and I love her. Yeah, he says you get it from him. Hey, stop. It's probably going to be my last reading because my dogs are deciding they want to be retarded. I see you blowing out candles, so I don't know. It's different than the birthday vision that I got on the last one. This is like you blowing out candles, so I don't know if you just had a birthday, if you have one coming up, or I'm not really sure. Okay, awesome. But I see you blowing out candle. Okay, January 10th. So it's coming up. Yes. Awesome. So him just validating that your birthday is coming up. Wonderful. Stop. Yeah, they're getting crazy. So he wants to tell you, stop, Violet. He wants to tell you that he couldn't be more prouder of the woman that you are and the woman that you've become. And he says that he knows that life isn't always easy and the struggles aren't always easy and that his passing wasn't easy. I feel like you had kind of a hard time with it and you still struggle with it. And he wants to know that he's never left you and that he's going to be right beside you every step of the way. Well, that's part of the obstacles he's talking about. Of course, he's proud of you taking care of your mom because that's his love too. That's his, of course, he wants you to take care of her and he's proud of you for taking care of her. And he knows it's not easy because he says that you had to step into his role and you had to fulfill some big shoes. He's saying those are his words. Okay. And he knows that it hasn't been easy, but he's very proud of you for doing what you need to do. And putting on the big girl panties is what he says. The big girl pants, whatever. Big girl pants. And I think he did talk like that, how I've just been talking. And he says the words, don't sweat the small stuff. So I don't know if he ever told you that, but he's telling you that now. Don't sweat the small stuff. Because I think sometimes you do, and you get stressed out like real easy over little things. He says, don't sweat them. He says everything always works out. I just think it's funny that he said that he's proud of you for putting on your big girl pants. They're ready to like go outside and all that right now. That's why. They've actually been good for the last almost 3 hours. They don't have any presents. That was too broke, poor babies. And he's blowing you a kiss. And actually handing you flowers too. So I feel like he sent him to you. We always get the people in our lives that we're supposed to have. And sometimes Spirit does help send them and does help, pave the way. Well, can he charm these animals right now? Because they're being cray-cray. It's because they've been laying around and they're ready to go outside and all that. Freaking bird, I don't know how he broke off. I don't know. He was opening his cage. So, Jamie, I hope that this was helpful. And I hope that, I hope that it's made your Christmas a little brighter. Freya? Sure. You can definitely do that. And you can also, anybody that wants a reading, we can do, like I said, if you're interested in a private reading, you can contact me through the psychicsleuth@gmail.com or on Facebook. All my information to get a hold of me is on all my videos. So if you want to, get a full reading, I always think that my private readings are better because it's just us. And like I said, I get deeper when I type, but I wanted to see how my gifts worked in this way too. So if you want, when you want to schedule something that's longer, that's better, then just email me, we can do it. And you get to keep it. So like, here you have to come back and watch to remember what was said, but in a private reading, you have it all typed out, you can keep it. So, but it's just, I have a little bit of the ADHD and stuff, and I kind of get all over the place sometimes. But this is new, and I'm sure they'll get deeper the more that I do them like this. But I've never really done them like this before. I've only done a few. So I want to keep practicing and trying to expand my gifts in this way and just see how far I can take them. Like I said, my goals are to be kind of like, I want to be one of those really good mediums that is able to really make a difference. And yeah, I think it's going really good. I'm exhausted now, so I don't think I'm going to be doing any more tonight, but I will be doing this again soon because the tireder I get, the I find it harder to connect. Stupid. My phone is so cracked. I'm worried it's going to quit working on me one day. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, Jamie, that's sweet. Well, I'm hoping that, this, I can go somewhere with this stuff. I don't know. Like I said, my goals are to be someone that's like Matt Fraser, Long Island Medium, all those people. Not necessarily in the same way, but being able to connect in the ways that they do and how good they are. Like just being able to do readings on command. Spirit is making me jump all into this. What the heck is going on? I hope so. Since Spirit is forcing me to, I don't kind of have a choice. I don't really have a choice. So. But I appreciate everybody for jumping on here tonight. Yeah, everybody decided to lay down on. Oh, I didn't block it. Tiffany did, I think. I think I just put him on a timeout. I didn't block it. We didn't know because it was weird. They're ridiculous. They get ridiculous sometimes. Oh. Well, the Chinese thing kind of threw us off. The Chinese thing at the end, because actually I had a Chinese person steal my channel before, so it kind of. I didn't block him. It's hit. Oh, Tiffany did it. Tiffany has to undo it. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I see everything in my head. I get everything in my head. And it's not, sometimes it's clearer than others. I can't do anything about it. Tiffany has to do it. Oh, wait. Let me see. I think, okay, maybe, I don't know if he's fixed now. I think I unhid him. Let me see. Yeah, I unhid him. Okay. Oh, does he do that kind of stuff? Always need help with my YouTube stuff. I need to monetize my channel. I need to unmonetize my old channel and monetize this one. Sorry about that, Redneckzilla. The Chinese thing was scaring me. Well, you should have told us who you were, dude. We didn't know who you were. I've had trolls come in here before, and so we didn't know who you were. I had a Chinese person steal my channel before, so the Chinese writing kind of threw me. Not with me, they don't. That's not how my gift seems to work, and I don't know if it's because my guides have strong boundaries with me, and they only allow me to communicate with whoever I'm trying to, because I don't have that problem. I get anxiety randomly more now that I've really gotten into working more with my gifts and since I've moved, but I don't know if it's spirit or just my life is stressing me out. So I'm having a hard time tell the difference. Nope, I'm never scared. I've only had 2 instances where it was something negative when I very first opened up and my wrist was pulled down, like pushed down, and I was pushed up in the bed. I talked about it the other night, and then I saw it like go across my wall. That was the only really scary thing. Well, I can't say there's been I guess more than 2 times. And then when I was working on Delphi, I was astral traveling a lot, and I was ending up in the lower astrals, and I was getting pulled on and stuff. But other than that, as far as connecting to a spirit, giving readings, it's not scary at all. I'm not scared at all. I actually wish that like they did communicate with me all day. I really wish that like I could see someone and see like a spirit standing right there. Like I really wish that I could do that. But for some reason my gifts don't work that way. And my gifts might grow and I might one day, but for now they don't. I have a little touch of ADHD, and usually ADHD, ADD, they do happen in gifted people. I actually didn't get it till I found out I was gifted, and then it was started. I think I have lots of cases I want to do. I'm having a hard time balancing everything. I'm having a hard time balancing my private readings, doing stuff like this, and then doing cases. It's like a lot. It's a lot. I still have to put poor Ariel's reading up because stuff has already been validated on that, and I hadn't even put the reading up yet. So I really need to do that. I think I'm going to. And a lot of people think that what's his face was involved. I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know. I wish like I was more like, like Matt Frazier, how he can just, oh well, your mom's standing behind you. Oh well, your dad. Like my gifts don't work like that. I kind of wish they did though. I think it would make things easier. And I don't know if eventually they will. I don't know. You could pay for a reading on a missing person. I usually just on missing people I take a donation. Not like not like $10 or $15, but something that's affordable, that that the that helps with my time and energy, just because it is so draining and sometimes cases do take a lot of work. So, something that's fair, but I usually just take donations on missing persons. But yes, you could. We always astral project. We astral project a lot in our sleep. We just don't even realize it. There was a point though when I first started connecting, I would astral travel a lot, but I don't really do it anymore. Like my whole body would vibrate and I would get scared like I was being attacked, and I think I blocked it, but because I don't do that anymore, which I wish I did, because now I know now I know that I wasn't being attacked. My body was trying to adjust to the astral travel. So it's not bad as long as you end up in the good realms and not the bad realms. I think I worked on her case. Check my videos. Are you talking about Brittany Hammond? Because I already worked her case. I don't know. I don't know really how my gifts work, like, in that sense. But I'm sure I've progressed. Like, I'm not where I was years ago, so I think that we can all grow in our gifts. Okay, so not Hammond. I don't even think I've ever heard of that case. My battery's getting low. I'm gonna have to plug it in or do something. Yeah, I mean, you can always do that if you want to. So I have a list of missing persons cases. And this is so if you donate, then I would work on that one before I pick any other ones, because, like, I have a lot. There's a lot. I haven't, though. I haven't, Shark Kisses. Okay, I don't like to know anything, so I'm not going to watch the documentary. Remember, I tried to go, if I'm going to work on that case, I won't watch anything on it. Just like I was saying, I kind of want to do a series on Ted Bundy one day, but I'm not going to watch anything on him because I don't want to know anything. There's a lot I don't know on him. So same thing with any of my cases. I try to go in as blind as I can, because that way I know I'm not led by any information. So if you wanted to donate, I would work on our case, and then I would make it public if you wanted to, too. Like, I could put the reason why I like to put my YouTube thing, like, I like to put in public, is because is I forgot what I was even freaking saying. See, I don't remember what I was saying. I hate that. I hate when I do that. It means I'm ungrounded. It's going to say that the reason why, I don't remember what I was. You guys can remind me what I was talking about. It is fascinating, and you know what? I myself have started to watch a lot of different mediums just to see how they read and kind of compare my style and kind of learn from it at the same time. I haven't heard anything about the case, so I wouldn't know, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, but a lot of cases are like that, and I end up touching cases that some other people wouldn't, and I probably shouldn't. Because I've done cases with cartel and everything. And I probably shouldn't touch those cases, actually. But I don't know until I'm in the reading. And I really try not to compare like myself to the other like mediums out there, but I have a hard time not doing that. Like, and then I always start telling myself, well, am I good enough? You know? So then it just makes me want to work more on myself because every other thing that I've tried to do is like roadblocked. So spirit is like, no, you need to do this. And they've given me the energy to be able to do it and brought the clients. So I'm like, okay, because I told them if you guys really want me to do this, then you're going to have to help me survive doing it. And so far, they're helping out, you know, with that. Yeah, we're freaking disaster today. Woo. We always get the lesson that we're supposed to be getting. We're always on the path we're supposed to be on. So you can communicate with your guides on your own. There's lots of meditations out there. I always say it's a personal journey to go and meet your guides and to get to know them on these meditations. I mean, it's important in that way. If you want to meet them, you don't have to meet them, but it's a good way to get more acquainted. And it will help you also communicate with them. I only do like I do questions, and who I'm channeling is your guides, the answers. So, but I always say that connecting with your guides is a pretty personal journey, or it should be. Stop! You guys are more weirdos. They hear noises and they have to go running and see what it is. Well, thank you. That means a lot to me, Jamie, because I always like question if I am. I always question like if I'm supposed to be doing this, if I'm good enough to do this, you know, and all of that. Like I've been told lots of things about, you know, you're gonna be so sought after. Like my mentor used to tell me, you know, that was gonna be big one day and all that. And I'm just, you know, waiting to see if that's gonna happen. Just because I want to help as many people as I can, and this is something that I really want to do. Like this is my passion, so I would really like to. Do you do meditations with your guides, like to meet your guides? We don't really need to meet them to work with them anyways. Like I haven't really. I've only really met my animal guides. I kind of do that sometimes to people. I do take the words out of their mouth sometimes, and I don't mean to. I think I kind of get into people's minds without meaning to. I've been told that. I'm an Aquarius, so we are mind readers. Well, thank you. That means a lot because I don't know what that means. Like, I think that they do, but what do you mean by authenticity? Can you explain like what you mean by that? I did. We're here. Yep. Poor babies. They had to ride in a trailer and crates, but we with stuff packed all on them and around them. But we got here. I pulled them. I drove a RV and I pulled them. Thank you, Shark Kisses. That means a lot. I think so too because I don't see myself doing anything else, you know. It's just sometimes I'm like I struggle so much financially that it's stressful, you know. But I also haven't really dove all the way in, I think. And I think the more that I get known, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Do you know what do you mean by authenticity? Like, I know what you mean, but when I look at myself, I don't understand it, I guess. If you love guinea pigs, it possibly is that you have a guinea pig guide. We do have animal guides. Oh, there's Stinky. Stinky booty. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, well, because I feel like I'm one of you guys. You know, I don't need to put on a performance or pretend to be someone that I'm not. I saw somebody post this couple stupid comments, saying, "Do you hear yourself? Do you see yourself?" It's like, dude, just get out of here. Like, I don't even care what you have to say. But I don't know how though, Denise. I don't know how to market myself. I don't know how to market. Like, I try the best that I can. I put my I know that I need to do more YouTube videos. I know that. I know that I need to do more lives. So that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah. Me too. I'm like really down to earth, and I get what you're saying. Like, I'm down to earth and relatable, and I don't know. Right? Well, Shark Kiss is my son is a Capricorn, so I totally get that. I don't know how to do Reddit. I thought that was just a place where people like talk about their cases and stuff. Like, I have a TikTok. If you guys have TikTok, please follow me on TikToks. I've got 100 subscribers. I can do readings on there too, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough. So I don't have enough. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to go live on that one, just like here. So yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to try, like, I'm just having a hard time balancing everything, like I said. I'm just having a hard time balancing everything. Well, yes, pets are amazing souls. They're unconditional love. There's not really any negativity in them, and if it is, it just has to be with being wired wrong, like some of us are. But any animals that we have in our life, they chose to intertwine their past with us. So okay, because I don't even know how to get on there. I thought Reddit was just like a message board that you just talk about cases and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I need to do another auto write. I've been meaning to do an auto write for the past 11 months. So I already did. I mean, I've done predictions. They've already come true. If you guys check out my random auto writes, I try to always post. Dude, I just thought Reddit was like, you can't do videos and stuff there, can you? Like, literally? Okay, wait, I might have to plug in my computer. Stop. Okay, let me plug in my computer real quick, because no one move. No, I'm not getting up and doing anything. Freaking dogs. I can't even get up and do anything without you guys acting like crazies. My computer is. I'm freaking sweating in this beautiful outfit I decided to put on. Dude, I'm not that young. How old do you think I am? this tree. How old do you think I am? Because I'm not that young. I mean, I might be young to some people, but it's not like I'm in my 20s anymore. Well, I haven't even heard of these things, so just hold on. 35? I wish. I want to be 35 again. I'll be 40 in February. Oh, okay. Cool. What is it? Subreddit? What every cracked out thought that has been thought? I still, yeah, I know I'm a baby to some people, but I'm not a baby to myself. Have this little hair. Look at this. Look at this freaking piece of little hair that just is growing. Look at that. So annoying. All it does is stick up all the time. I'm 40. I'll be 40 in February. Leave the cat alone. Well, I've had a lot of people that tell me they help me get out there, and they always disappear on me. So, you guys are serious, yes. Yes. But I would, yeah, I don't know. I definitely need. I know I need to do more cases on here and stuff. I'm having a hard time finding the time. Hey, leave the cat alone. Quit. His kids are so much like him. It's ridiculous. I appreciate that, Carol. That's basically how I've been getting readings anyways, word of mouth. So, just saying. So, look at how annoying that is. Like a little tiny piece there, and it always sticks up like this. I appreciate that. I just if I'm really gonna do this, I like really need to like jump in and just do it. You know what I mean? Oh, I have a freaking zoo. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how to say no. Stop. Myra. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. I keep being told that. I hope so. Like, I just like, it's weird. Like, I watch like the mediums, you know, on YouTube and stuff. And I would love to do what they do, you know, and not be so, I don't know how. I know someone tried to help me with how not to be so tired. I don't know how to do that because I'm connecting to spirit. So I don't know. But, you know, I get a headache when I do too many readings and I get super tired, but I'm hoping the more that I do it, but this was pretty good because this is the most readings I've ever done at one time. So the more that I do it, I'm hoping it's just like anything else, the stamina, you know. Hey, chill out. Quit being so mean to your children. See, they're starting to get crazy now. I'm going to have to go. I mean, yeah, there's not, but it's taken me 9 years to get where I am now. But at the same time, like, I haven't jumped all in, and now I'm all in because there's nothing else for me to do. Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and everything changed financially, and I can't find an online job yet. So this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to make it doing it. That's all. It's just not easy. Violet! It's not freaking playtime. Yeah, it is for them, huh? My dog Violet, actually it's my son's dog Violet, just had her 10-year gotcha day yesterday. I don't know how to. Someone was telling me take from God energy and all that. I understand that, and I understand she was trying to help. I don't know how to do it because I'm connecting to spirit to get the information that I'm getting. So I don't know. And like energetically, when I get too energetically drained, like I get like sick. But I'm also a physical medium, like because I feel things, you know. Dude, no, I don't know. I'm in the middle of nowhere now that I moved. I'm sure there is in like Tucson. But it's so hard. I've tried to get on radio stations and stuff like that. Like my podcast, I'm going to get my podcast back up. The reason why it's not is because medical issues with my co-host and then me moving and everything. So, yeah. Well, thank you, Jamie. That means a lot. Well, Matt Fraser doesn't seem like he gets drained. Or Long Island Medium or anybody. I mean, sometimes, I'm sorry they're being crazy lunatics right now. But, I don't know. I was trying to do a chat from home job and I haven't been able to find one. But I am not. I have more energy since I moved than I ever did at my old house. And I think there's different reasons for that. So I'm trying to take advantage of having that energy to really jump into my work. So, but it's so hard to get them to believe in me. Like I'd probably end up having to do probably a reading for one of them or something. But like you in this job, like this work, you really have to freaking prove yourself. Dude, yeah. Well, it's because they were all sleeping, so now it's freaking get up and be assholes time. And, you know, I have a few of them are kind of young. They're Zook's kids. They're Zook's pups. And I kept his pups. Well, I tried to rehome them, but it didn't work out. So I kept them. And then that one that I ended up getting that was supposed to be their mom reincarnated. They're all playing right now. I know, that would be nice. I've tried to get on other podcasts. They always say, oh, yeah, we're going to invite you on. We're going to do this. And they never do. That's the problem is no one ever follows through with me. So we're going to get our podcast going again once, like, my friends got really serious health issues going on. So there is no one that's 100%. But, I mean, it's hard to get people to believe you to, like, you constantly... Yeah, no, I'm telling you, they were worked up because they were sleeping for 3 hours. So now they're just over being sleeping. Now it's time to play. I know, my poor birds. That's another thing. I got to work everything into my schedule so that they can all come out and stuff more often. But it's just in this line of work, like you have to prove yourself like majorly, like because and there's always going to be people that are like, you know, going to say that you're a fraud and stuff like that. Stop, you two. They're going to say you're a fraud and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think that going through the 9 years that I have has kind of prepared me for the way things are now. Like, I can deal better with trolls than I used to be able to. Sometimes I respond just because it makes me feel better, but I know that sometimes I just delete them and I don't say anything. It just depends on the mood I'm in, really. But like, I've had, I've had to get used to trolls and people saying I'm fake and stuff because I get really protective over my gifts, like super protective. So when people start saying that, I get really bugged out because, like, I don't need to pretend to be someone that I'm not. You know what I mean? I don't need to pretend to do this. Like, I just do it. And I don't need to pretend to be someone that I'm not. I don't need to, like, cold read and do all that stuff. Like, I couldn't have known any of that stuff I knew tonight. So hopefully when people see this, they'll believe me more, because people still, even after Stephanie Parze, they question me, which is weird because they shouldn't. Because, like, I keep being told that that area was just as I said it was. And other cases that I've worked, like, I just don't understand how, after getting that type of validation, that people still question it. But humans, we're humans. And humans, I think, are naturally skeptical. But I think all that's going to change, the next few years. I think more people are going to open up to the idea of psychic mediums and be open more to it and not question it so much. I think that's why so many of these psychic mediums are becoming famous now and stuff, is because it's the time for it. It wasn't the time for it long ago, but it's time for it now. It's time for, the world to see that the other side can be connected and can be contacted and connected to. Sorry, Bill, but you can't walk on the computer. Where are you going? Which way? I'm not. I mostly focus on the good mediums to see how they read. Not necessarily for that reason, but just to see how they read and kind of compare myself and my gifts. Like, if I was good enough to do that, in that way. And I've always sort of focused on my true crime, but lately it's been more on personal readings. But I would like to do both. So it's not like that. It's more like a I do it to learn. Like, I don't know, if you want to be a painter, you watch people that paint. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody really looks at flyers anymore, but again, I live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know where I would put them. Again, like 20 miles to a gas station or something like that. We do read differently. Seriously? We do read differently. We do have different gifts. I kind of do it just to see, like, just to learn, like, just to see, how they give readings compared to how I give readings. And, like, it would be nice to be able to just say, oh, your mom's here and she's saying this, instead of someone giving me a name or a picture. But I did snap out of my comfort zone a lot tonight when I worked off of names instead of pictures, because I've always worked off of pictures. I think the connection's stronger with the picture, but it worked. I'm not trying to be anybody at all. I'm me, and I'm authentic me, but it's more like I'm just trying to learn and how they give readings, and to learn, how their readings are, like if my readings would be good enough, just that kind of stuff, Like, I think it is. I hope it is. Spirit's making me, really get into this, so they better make it evolve. Although it was weird, like when I did that case that I posted, it didn't seem like I got that much information, but I could see the area, but that was it. I haven't really looked at a map to see if I could find it, but I think it's in Oregon just because of the pine trees, but not far from where he was shot, possibly. I don't know if you guys want to look at that and tell me what you think. If you can, I need to look at an area for that, but because I wasn't going to go deep on any of those that were posted, but because people, posted ratings and everything, and I mean not readings, but people that were missing or whatever. Yeah, I know they have places like that, Denise. I haven't reached out to any podcasters. Like I said, I have my own podcast, but it was put on hold because my co-host is having some real major medical issues, and then I was moving. So once she finishes her treatment, then if she's okay, then we'll start back on doing that again. If I can fit it in, I feel like I'm trying to do too much at once. That's my problem. I mean, I hope that I have the energy to do everything I want to do. Like right now, I have a freaking migraine. I mean, I know that they have places like that, and a lot of those ones you have to test. Because I used to want to work at this store out by where I used to live, and I was like 45 minutes from it or something, but I know that you had to test. I don't do great with tests. I'd probably be fine. I passed them when I worked for a psychic line, but I don't know. They make me nervous for some reason. Like when I get nervous, I start blocking, like the same thing, like if I'm put on the spot. So but I'm so thankful I'll be able to thankful because of all your guys' donations for the readings and also the donation from my beautiful mod. I will be able to make my car payment so they don't shut off my car. But I've got to switch all my other benefits over so that everything is just, I don't know. I'm having a hard time switching everything over. That was scary. They just shut off my car and I was like stuck, like Chuck. Good way to force yourself to call them. Yes, I am an AZ. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be. I think maybe that's why I opened up after I moved here. Like, I think my other place was really blocking. Plus, there was like no light. That wasn't helpful with my energy. Like, my energy has been a lot better. Yes, I do have enough to make the car payment. Thank you. Because they split it in half and put the other half towards the end of the thing. So I had to come up with like 175. I have enough. Thank you so much. My mod actually did that. And then now I have some to pay some other bills. So awesome. Thank you. Because I know my internet's going to be due soon. Yeah, because like that was scary now. Being like stuck in the middle of nowhere and they could just shut off my car. I knew they could, but I thought I had like a month or so, but for like no 11 days, and it was like way past that. But I had been avoiding their calls because I didn't know what to tell them. I was trying, but I was just gonna pay it when I as soon as I could. But I actually live in an area that's named after Native Americans, and So, or the can never say that word. I'm not even going to try right now. Indigenous. And I've always been drawn to that culture because my husband was Native American, and my grandma was almost full. So it's always been like strong with me, but I feel like I don't know if that's why my energy picked up since I moved here and everything. I don't know. I have, like I said, I have random anxiety, but I don't know if it's spirit or just my life right now. I can't tell. It could be spirit, but I've never felt so much anxiety in my life. And it could be that I'm starting to sense them more. I don't know. Hold on. My mom is calling. 1 second. Hello? Hey, Mom, can I call you right back? I'm on my live and I'm going to be getting off in a minute. All right, bye. She's probably calling about Christmas. She wants me there early. This community is like super small. Okay, because I live like in the country. Okay, so my closest place is Benson, which is 30 minutes away. That has any kind of, that's where the Walmart is and the Dollar Tree and the gas station and all that. And then I have Wilcox on the other side of me. That's like 20 minutes away. But then Sierra Vista, where my mom lives, is like an hour, and then Tucson's an hour. So, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know much about the community here or anything. Really, like all my stuff is online, and I think that's like the way that I can continue growing is online, really, because everybody watches online, everybody does stuff online. So, and that's the way I've grown to where I am now, So, I don't know. It'd be nice if I could get back up to freaking 5K. Oh, shoot. Oh, yes, you're lucky. Oh, you have a baby. I miss when my baby was a baby. He's 17, or I'll be 17 in January. I miss when he was little. Enjoy those years. They go by like that. I try to remember, and I just remember back when he was little, and I really have a hard time with it. Yeah, I think that's kind of far from me. I don't know. So I think Mexico isn't far, but New Mexico, I don't know. I don't know how far I am. But I'm sorry, Redneckzilla, that we muted you. we thought you were a troll. Sorry about that. And thank you for caring. Yeah, Sedona is too, but that's way too. That's like 5 hours for me. Because I've always wanted to visit there, but that's like a 10-hour drive. It's a lot. It's a lot with these little craps that I have here, to go too far away and stay gone too long. Yeah, I think it's just too hard in the area I live in to do that. I don't know. I don't even know how I would go. I don't even know how I would go about it, honestly. I don't know. Ooh, quit kicking me, crazy thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just because of where I live, it just seems like the online thing is like the easiest thing right now. I mean, eventually one day I'll probably expand, but it's just too hard to, I don't know.